5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome again to our Friday reminder. Today, we're going to be talking about the Prophet Ismail and his amazing story of Islam. So it won't be too long today, but we'll get through it. So we'll start. Ismail is the son of Abraham, the father of the Arabs. His story holds many insights and inspirations and show in many parts the meaning of being a Muslim, one who submits to his creator's command. So Ishmael as a child, an infant in fact, his father Abraham took him and his mother to a journey on the command of Allah. And in the middle of the road, the middle of the desert, he was commanded to tell them, stay at that place and leave them. When he told his wife Hagar about the command, what they were given, the only question that Hagar had was one question. Was it Allah that ordered this? And he replied, yes. And then she said, so he wouldn't let us be lost. With that great resolve and submission to the will of the Creator, they parted each other, leaving his infant child and his mother in the middle of nowhere. Abraham then made a prayer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He prays, O Lord, I have settled some of my descendants in an uncultivated valley near your sacred house. Our Lord, that they may establish prayer. So make hearts among the people incline toward them and provide for them the fruits that they might be grateful. Quran 14 and 37. So here is a mother with child alone in the desert. See, the place that they were ordered to be left at was the foundation of the first holy house to be established on earth made by angels, the Kaaba. Also, it was in the middle of the desert and just pure foundation, nothing more. Time passed, and Hagar was searching everywhere for anything to drink and feed her son. A miracle happened. She saw an angel descending from the sky to the place where she left her son and striking the ground with his wings. And just before a big fountain of water sprung between the feet of the infant Ishmael. The water saved Hagar and Ishmael and also gathered birds to that area, making an ancient Arabian tribe come to them and asking them to settle there with them and use their water. And so the city of Mecca was founded with the water from the well of Zamzam, near the foundation of the first house of worship to be placed on earth. Ishmael, the father of the Arabs, the raiser of the Kaaba. Ishmael became part of the Arabian tribe. He lived with them in Mecca his whole life. Moreover, later on in his history, his descendants will become major tribes of their own and become a majority of the Arabians, making them the sons of the prophet of Israel and his father, Prophet Abraham, and proud of their lineage. Abraham used to visit Ishmael in Mecca many times to check on him and his mother Hagar. And it was Abraham and Ishmael who raised the foundation of the Kaaba and made it into the complete holy house, founded by angels and raised by prophets. The story in the Quran is 127 and 132. Ishmael, the one who submits. Just a reminder, Islam meaning is submission to the will of Allah. And this is stop at the life of the Prophet Ismail, shows the concept in bulk. We encountered it before with Abraham and Hagar when they submit to the order of Allah by staying in the desert with no way known of surviving. And by showing this trust and acceptance, they were rewarded of what followed. However, this test is much harder. It is a major test of Islam, resolve and trust in their master. The order this time was Abraham to a butcher his son. The order came to him while he was dreaming, which is known for the prophets to be a means of passing revelation. It was repeated, so Abraham knew that it was an order from the Lord. Even though the path of taking excuses was there, he didn't take it. He could have easily said, "It's just a dream, isn't it?" An order from Allah, to try to run from the order of his Lord, but he didn't, because he knew that it was a method of passing down revelation. He knew, and Allah knew, so he couldn't lie to himself by making excuses. So life is a test. It is a test. Submit to the order of your master and don't. And what a hard test it is. But great men are tested by great ordeals. He went to his son and told him about it. And now that they are all in front of that test, will you submit to the will of your creator? Indeed, they deserve the high statues they were given as prophets. They both submitted fully to their Lord's command. Abraham was extraordinary in that situation and his Islam for his Lord. But what was more extraordinary, Ismail, the man who accepted that he would be butchered because he knew he was but a servant of the Creator. He's given a choice, but it's just a test. He knows that he isn't but a slave, so he accepted Allah's order with a unique resolve. And for his great deed of obeying Allah's command without hesitation, even if it was his own death, he was spared with yet a bigger miracle than the one he was granted as an infant. The knife couldn't cut him the slightest, even though it was really sharp, cuts everything, comes its way. Suddenly, it can't even scratch Ismail when placed on his neck, and a spare lamb sacrificed came down from paradise to be his substitute. These story was summarized in the Quran 37 to 100 and 110. So in conclusion, in this life, we are here to be tested by our Creator, and soon we all shall return to him only by submitting to his commands and accepting them. You become free of the burdens of this life and awarded the next life. We aren't put in test as the one Abraham and Ismail were in, but we need to look up to them so that we can overcome our own with pure Islam for Allah. May Allah continue to bless each and every one of you. And I want to thank everyone for attending our Friday reminder. See you next time. Thank you very much.